This video looks at what we actually mean by saying that we want to become your margin department to help you increase your profits. If we look at a current business structure, invariably you have the MD or the owner, and then you have different departments. You've got the operations department, the finance department, the sales department, and the marketing department. And all of those have their specific roles that they complete to know that they've done what the boss wants. However, at the top of none of their list is margin. Now, let's take those departments and allocate them to the 5 different ways that you can increase your profits starting right now, today. The first way is to increase your customers, and that would be the job of the sales and the marketing departments working together. Next is increasing the frequency of transactions, and that would also be the responsibility of the sales and the marketing departments. And then you've got increasing the value of each transaction, which would also be the sales and marketing departments. Then you've got the below the line ways that you can increase your profit, which are increasing the company efficiency, which is predominantly the operations department. Then the 5th and final way is to increase your prices and your margin. And this is usually the responsibility of everyone. But if everyone is in charge of it, no one's in charge of it because it's predominantly what they're not actually judged on. So it gets pushed down their list. Let's look at it as a case study. Let's say you owned a company, it was turning over £500,000 and it had a net profit of 10%. If you had 2 meetings that day, and the first meeting was with your sales team, and they came into you absolutely buzzing with an idea, and they said, we can get a 16% year-on-year growth over the next 3 years, and it's going to cost £10,000, you'd bite their hand off for that. Now imagine your next meeting with your margin team and they say we can increase your net profit by 4% by doing this idea and it's going to cost £10,000. That works out at exactly the same profit over those 3 years. I'm not saying don't do sales, I love sales. But when someone says they want to do 16% growth year on year for 3 years, if 2020 has shown us anything, is that is not a controllable situation. Whereas getting a 4% increase in your margin is controllable and so should be considered a lot more than it is, especially as it's actually just making you more cash on the money you've already earned. What we're doing is stopping you losing money you just don't need to be losing. So what I'm saying is this: if you add a margin department to your team structure where one person is totally focused on margin, it will suddenly increase your profit. So the next time you have a meeting and are discussing margin, there is someone there who has a plan on how to improve it. It comes down to this: if you've got an accounts department, a sales department, a marketing department, why don't you have a margin department? And by outsourcing margin analysis, you make sure that everyone is focused on the job in hand and doesn't get distracted with other things, but also you can turn on that service on and off as you like, keeping your head office costs down. I do a half-day analysis where I can tell you what I think I can find, where we can make improvements, and from there you can make a decision. It's totally free. Get in touch if you want to know more about it. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.